beautiful, but and Chris Webber was already pointing good before Vlade even shot the ball. Webber, technical foul, and a technical.
How can you make this call right here as Kobe squeezes in between? That's not a foul. That was clearly a foul against Fisher that did not get called. That's number 5 on Webber. And this is a terrible call.
Webber has a great block on this ball. I'm not sure where any foul is other than Kobe jumping into defenders who are backing up. Rick Adelman cannot believe what is and what is not a foul. The Kings bench irate. If you're Sacramento, don't get into it with the refs right now.
The Kings are going to have to play through the tough officiating. Number 4 on Vlade. Offensive foul. It's on Pollard. Ebot is hit with his fifth. The foul is called on Ebot. That's number 6.
Well, Adelman is beyond belief.
Ebot's had a foul. Got Pollard with number 6. So Pollard is fouled out.
Knocked to the ground and no foul called. They're going to the hoop time and time again. They're getting knocked to the floor. The whistles are in the pockets of the referee. Hard to see how this is a foul on Vlade, who just sort of stands behind.
Foul called on Rutherford. Kings over the foul.
Rick Adelman can only ponder the possibilities.
Got bailed out. A foul on Bergamo.
Look at his feet. His feet are outside of Robert Horry's.
That was an interesting call. Foul on Christie. What is happening here?
Lights will guide.
Right in the nose, and his nose is bleeding. Could have been an offensive foul. A big break for the Lakers.
And I will try to fix you.
My gut tells me what my eyes told me. I was there at courtside, Game 6, 2002. It was unbelievable. It was the worst officiated game in my sports writing career.
We both covered that infamous Game 6, Sacramento, LA, in 2002.
I believed that night when I covered that game here in Los Angeles that it was an abomination, that it was an embarrassment to the league, that it was the worst officiated contest in professional basketball I'd ever seen, and I wrote that in the Washington Post.
Tonight, a former NBA referee says the playoff series between the Kings and Lakers in 2002 was fixed.
And all of us thought that there was just something drastically wrong because the Los Angeles Lakers had 27 free throws in the fourth quarter.
Memory serves me is the no calls that they were committing on Bibby.
No calls like this one. A Kobe elbow to the face, not a foul, said the refs.
In particular, Nader cited the blow to Mike Bibby delivered by Kobe Bryant.
That was as clear a flagrant foul as you can imagine. He wasn't even called for it, and Bibby was stunned on the floor, bleeding.
We all said at the time, something's wrong here. The Kings were a better team, but that game was not right. I'm telling you, I was there. That was not right.
But Game 6 was arguably the most controversial game in the history.
That playoff games aren't officiated fairly.
The refs made lots of calls that night in May of 2002, lots of calls against the Kings.
And after the game, a lot of objective media members, those who weren't from LA or Sacramento, thought that it was just absolutely highly suspicious, especially in the fourth quarter, what went down in that game.
The Lakers shot 27 free throws in the fourth quarter, which would have meant over 100 free throws if that continued the whole game. It was unbelievable.
The officiating in that game was so bad, there were so many blown calls, that even the nation's leading consumer advocate was crying foul.
Ralph Nader was among those outraged by the lopsided officiating in Game 6 of the 2002 playoff series between the Lakers and the Kings.
The uniform consensus of most people who watched Game 6 that it was the worst officiating in a championship game, and in effect stole the game from the Sacramento Kings.
One former NBA official told Outside the Lines that referee was Dick Bavetta.
Dick Bavetta. It's disrespectful to the league.
The NBA did not make Bavetta available for comment.
What do you think the public's perception is of the integrity of the NBA officials?
Zero. The integrity of the game has been shot. What surprises me that the league doesn't do anything about it.